The woman was originally a lazy sleeper. When she woke up, she discovered that she had actually transmigrated into a novel as the vicious supporting female character. In the story, the original host schemed to marry the male lead, who had just passed the imperial exam, in order to become an official's wife. However, during an earthquake, she heartlessly abandoned the male lead, who had his legs crushed while trying to protect her. Later, while fleeing famine, she even sold off the 4 children he had adopted. In the end, after the male lead rose to become a high-ranking official, he killed her. At this moment, the original host's disgraceful acts of abandoning her husband and selling the children had already been discovered by the refugee group. The village chief immediately wanted to expel her from the group. The woman knew that in this famine, if she were abandoned, she would surely die. So, in order to survive, she swore to everyone that she had only been momentarily confused. She promised that as long as she had food, she would never let the children go hungry. She also argued that with 1 disabled man and 4 young children, who else could take care of them if not her? Wu Fu, do you really have such a kind heart? Don't think I don't know, you just want to abandon my 4 children. I was wrong before, but now there's no better way. Enough. Remember this, there's too much blood here. I'll go find some food first. When the woman went out to search for food, she found that the place was completely barren. There wasn't even a trace of anything edible. But just then, she suddenly noticed a door appearing in front of her. When she opened it, she discovered a garden full of food inside. It seemed this was the so-called transmigration space. However, when she looked at her reflection in the well water and saw her dirty, ugly face, she was shocked. This ugly woman is me? After returning to the camp, everyone was stunned by her change. Hearing her gentle tone, the children even wondered if she was still their mother. But in the next moment, they saw the food she had brought back. Starving, they grabbed raw sweet potatoes, intending to eat them immediately. To their surprise, she stopped them. Thinking she would deny them food again like before, they hesitated. Unexpectedly, she simply told them to get a pot, explaining that the food needed to be cooked before eating, or they would get sick. The children couldn't believe it was so easy to finally have something to eat. She even prepared a bowl for her cheap husband. Taking a closer look, she realized he was actually quite handsome. What are you trying to do? I brought you some soup. You're that kind? How do I know the soup isn't poisoned? Yes, poisoned. Still worried now? Too late. Those kids already ate my food. You vicious woman, but after taking a sip, the man immediately thought it was delicious. He never expected that his lazy, gluttonous wife could make such tasty soup. However, this scene was witnessed by the male lead's younger sister. Seeing that they actually had food, she immediately ran off to complain to their mother. The cruel mother, upon hearing that these ungrateful people had food and didn't offer any to her, ignored the fact that she had once despised the male lead's disability and driven him out of the house. She quickly brought people to snatch the food. The 4 children stepped forward together to stop them but were harshly pushed aside, almost falling into the fire. At the critical moment, the woman arrived just in time. Seeing them bully her future support and try to steal her food, she stepped in without hesitation. It turned out she knew some fighting skills. She took on 3 people at once without falling behind. The commotion soon attracted the village chief. Yet the old woman falsely accused her first. But making a scene, anyone could do that. The woman immediately sat down on the ground and cried out, "Village chief, you have to stand up for my family. They're trying to kill us. You must bring justice to my family."